Welcome back to SK Auto Rush, your trusted place for deep dives into the world's most exciting performance machines. Today, we're taking a close and honest look at a car that barely needs an introduction. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, a machine built with one purpose in mind: to push every boundary of what a road-legal track car can do. Let's break down how Porsche has taken this legendary badge even further, from its wild exterior to the kind of performance that challenges the limits of physics, and finally a quick look at the interior that keeps the driver connected with absolute precision. The first thing that strikes you about the 2026 GT3 RS is how unapologetic it is. Porsche didn't try to make this car pretty in a traditional sense. They made it functional, aggressive, and relentlessly focused. The bodywork is sculpted by air, not by aesthetic trends, and every single element has a purpose tied to speed, stability, or cooling. The front fascia has deeper, sharper air channels, pulling massive amounts of air toward the radiators and stabilizing the car at high speeds. The hood now integrates larger carbon vents that act like pressure relief zones to keep the nose planted. Move along the sides and you notice how the fenders flare even harder than before. Porsche has widened the track again, giving it more grip and more cornering stability. The new lightweight wheels sit inside massive wheel arches, wrapped in track-ready rubber that looks almost glued to the road. The doors and roof use high-strength carbon to reduce weight, and Porsche has pushed the aerodynamic side blades further outward to cut turbulence and guide airflow to the rear. But it's the back of the GT3 RS where the car really shows its personality. The swan-neck wing is even more extreme this year, with a broader surface area and electric adjustment that constantly tweaks its angle depending on your speed and driving style. The diffuser sits deep and sharp, channeling air like a vacuum to keep the rear end glued. Twin center exhausts deliver that signature naturally aspirated howl, a sound that tells you this car is alive before you even touch the throttle. Speaking of throttle, the performance of the 2026 GT3 RS is nothing short of thrilling. Porsche has reworked the 4.0-liter flat-six engine, squeezing out even higher revs and more power without resorting to turbocharging. The engine responds instantly, almost telepathically, and it pulls all the way to a screaming red line that defines the RS character. Expect acceleration that feels raw and direct, with razor-sharp throttle mapping and a gearbox that snaps through gears with surgical accuracy. On the track, the car behaves as if it's reading the asphalt. Porsche's engineers have stiffened the chassis, refined the adaptive suspension, and improved the rear wheel steering system. What you get is a car that dives into corners with insane confidence and exits with the kind of grip that makes you question gravity. Braking feels equally relentless, thanks to the upgraded carbon ceramic setup that cools faster and bites harder than ever. Inside, Porsche keeps things pure and focused. The cabin is stripped of anything unnecessary but still feels premium in that classic Porsche way. Lightweight bucket seats hold you firmly in place, wrapped in Alcantara and carbon fiber. The steering wheel is clean and functional, with minimal buttons so your attention stays where it belongs, on the drive. The digital cluster gives quick, readable information, and the center layout is simplified to reduce distraction. It's not luxurious for comfort, it's luxurious for precision. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT3 RS is not just another sports car. It's a purpose-built performance weapon, engineered with a kind of obsession that only Porsche seems able to deliver. It's a car for drivers who crave the purity of naturally aspirated power, the thrill of perfect aerodynamics, and the experience of a machine that feels alive under their hands. If you're chasing the ultimate track-bred road car, this one sits at the top of the mountain. Thanks for watching SK Auto Rush. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the machines that keep the automotive world thrilling.